Hey folks, it's Mark here from Harmonix Tuition, where we give you the knowledge to get good on the guitar. Harmonix is your channel for easy to follow guitar lessons for all levels. Today is a beginner lesson, and I would like to sort of pre-warn people that it's right at the end of the beginner spectrum of skill. So don't be intimidated by it. I would recommend, if you're close to becoming what you consider to be an intermediate, you've been playing for quite a few months, you're getting pretty good, you're picking things up quite quickly, this should be ideal for you. Let's have a look at it and see what we're dealing with today. Okay, let's break it down. We start on the high E string at the bottom, and you can either do a downstroke or an upstroke, depending on what you want to do. Just whatever, it doesn't matter, to start it off at least. And I'm going to pick down in this case, and I'm going to hammer my second finger onto 3 and then pull it off to the open string. Okay, so by the hammer, I'm just smashing my finger down onto the fret to create the sound without picking it. Okay, and then I'm using a sort of down and away motion to create the picked open string. So notice I'm not picking. As soon as we've done that, our second finger comes over, and at the same time we're downstroking 3 on the B string. So pick, hammer, pull off, come over, pick with a downstroke. Like that. Then it's an upstroke on the E here. Then we're going back to the 3rd fret on the B string with a downstroke and a pull off. And then a downstroke on fret 2 on the G with our first finger. Okay, so that'll look like this. That's the first sequence of 8 notes, or 2 sets of 4. So it'll look like this very slowly. So the next set of 8 notes are going to start on the B string. I'm going to start with an upstroke, hammer down with our second finger like we did the first time, pull off, over with our first finger this time onto fret 2 on the G, then an upstroke on the B, back to 2 on the G with a downstroke, pull off, then down on the root here, the E note, which is fret 2 on the D string. And that's the second set of 8 notes, or the second set of 2 blocks of 4 notes. Okay, if you're following this. So let me show you what I mean. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, what I would like you to do is to practice down to this point, because at this point you're actually hitting the E, the mid-root of E, which is fret 2 on the D string. So you can hear there it's an E note. That will give you a good feel for how this exercise is going up to the midpoint. So nice and slow, let's go through that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just wanted to take a second to thank you for liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and clicking the notification bell so you never miss any of our uploads. If you're interested in one-to-one coaching directly with me, our contact information is below in the description box, as is our social media links and our affiliate product links if you want to support the channel. Okay, so the second half, we ended here on this position, the mid-root of E. So now what we're doing is we're going back to the previous string, like we did with the other 2 sets of 8 notes, and we're doing the same thing we did before. We're going to upstroke the G string, hammer down on fret 2 with our first finger, pull it off, like that, come over with our first finger onto fret 2 on the D, that's a downstroke, then upstroke the open G, back to 2 on the D with our first finger, pick down, pull off, then we come over for our final note of the next set of 8, which is 2 on the A string. So that'll look like this. Okay, Okay, nice and slow. Like that. Now, I'm trying to do my best here not to sound any open strings, because when you play these things quite slowly, you do tend to sometimes with the pull-offs to drag onto other strings. So you need to be very careful when you're practicing this, that you're really, really careful when you're pulling off notes, that you don't go and drag across all the other strings. All right, it's very, very easy to do. Keeping the guitar quiet is an art form all on its own. So just do your best to keep it quiet, okay? So now we're going to do our final set of 8, which is going to be going back to the previous string that we were on before we ended our previous 8, which was the D. We're going to play an open string with an upstroke on the D, hammer onto fret 2 with our first finger, pull off to the open string, back over to 2 on the A, then upstroke on the open D, down again on the 2 on the A with our first finger, pull off, then our second finger this time comes over to the 3 on the low E string with a downstroke, and then we upstroke the open E, and that's the whole thing, and then we'll finish with a chord. Okay, so I'll add the chord in at the end, but let's just take both parts now combined really, really, really slowly so you can hear the whole thing before we end with the chord. And then all we do to finish is, as we play this with the upstroke, the open low E, we go into an E major position, but we don't put our first finger down on the actual note that makes it an E major, which is this G sharp here on fret 1 on the G string. We just play a normal E minor, but we then hammer very quickly after we've played it with just a down strum, full strum. We just hammer quickly onto that first fret on the G with our first finger. Like that. It's quite a nice effect. Okay, so let's see the whole thing now together at a moderate pace. I'm going to leave the beginner playlist for you here. I'm sure there's other lessons in there that you will find of value, so have a look through them and see what you think. Thank you very much for watching today, and I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.